Flamingos are a type of wading or shore birds. These birds are native to tropical regions. Some reside in Southwest, East, and West Africa. Southern South America's coastline region is home to several species. Along with India, they can also be found in the Bahamas, the Galapagos Islands, and the Turks and Caicos Islands. Depending on the species, several parts of the world are home to flamingos. Lagoons, shallow lakes, mangrove swamps, and tidal flats are specifically their habitats. Although it is rare for this bird to migrate, a colony may change locations if there is a local drought or a scarcity of one of its food sources. Additionally, birds that reside in lakes at high altitudes may migrate to bodies of water at lower altitudes throughout the winter. The bird's legs enable it to live in its habitat of a lagoon, lake, or swamp. This animal can reach deeper parts of a body of water thanks to its lengthy legs. As a result, it may be able to locate fish that smaller-legged birds cannot reach. The fact that these birds have webbed feet is one of their most intriguing characteristics. When they wander out into a lake or lagoon in search of a meal, their feet are precisely engineered to keep them from sinking in the muck. When they desire to swim in the water rather than wade, their webbed feet are also helpful. You may have seen a picture of the bird standing on just one leg. Why do they behave in this way? The scientists are unsure. Some scientists say that tucking one leg up under their body is a way to retain heat. But even in extremely hot climes, these birds have been observed standing in this manner. Some researchers think the bird is resting comfortably in this position. These birds are omnivores. They consume the food source that is most prevalent in their ecosystem, which is one of the easiest facts to remember. This bird consumes algae, prawns, and snails. It feeds little morsels of food by shoving them into its upper beak while dipping its head into the water and turning it upside down. Eagles, vultures, storks, raccoons, wild pigs, and foxes are a few of these birds' predators. Although adult birds are mostly safe in their colony, these predators prey on their eggs and hatchlings. Water pollution from nearby factories and habitat loss as a result of construction pose further problems for these animals. These birds don't reproduce at any particular period of the year. However, a flock or colony's breeding season is constant. The chicks can be nurtured together and are born at the same time as a result. When the breeding season begins might depend on a variety of factors, including the amount of food available to these birds and the amount of rainfall. The nest that flamingos construct is just a mud mound with a small hole at the top. Only one 5-ounce egg, laid by the female, is kept warm until it hatches by both parents, who alternately do so. The incubation time frame ranges from 27 to 31 days. In the wild, this bird has a lifespan of 20 to 30 years. However, they can live in zoos for 50 years or longer. In fact, the oldest flamingo ever found lived to be 83 years old. And now here are some interesting facts that you might not know. Flamingo babies are born with fluffy gray or white plumage that does not become pink for at least 2 or 3 years. Even mature flamingos can lose their distinctive hues. In fact, one of the amazing things about flamingos is that their pink feathers are a result of the food they consume. Small crustaceans, shrimp, and algae from saltwater settings are some of the foods that flamingos eat. These include carotene, a pigment that affects many plants and animals' red hue. The flamingo's feathers gradually acquire a red, pink, or orange tint as a result of these carotenoids. Flamingos inhabit lakes, marshes, mudflats, tidal flats, mangrove swamps, and sandy islands along the coast. These silly birds don't care too much about the quality of the water, though. For instance, they can withstand temperatures at night that drop to -22 Fahrenheit or -30 Celsius, as well as water that is as hot as 150 Fahrenheit or 65 Celsius. Flamingos can also survive equally fine in both freshwater and saltwater environments. The water can occasionally be twice as salty as the ocean. Flamingos frequently rinse off in freshwater thereafter because they have a gland that filters the salt from the water. That was all for now. If you want more videos like this, please like, subscribe, and leave us a comment for more topics.